From beautiful Edmonds, Washington, welcome everyone to the 2021 AWA Player Draft. Presented by Strong Opinion Sports. Go check them out in the YouTube description below. As the team captains make their way to their respective war rooms, let's take a look at the recap of the scouting combine that took place on April 3rd. Elite wiffle ball prospects from all over Washington made their way to the 2021 AWA Wiffle Scouting Combine. Looking at the top prospects not participating in the 2021 AWA Wiffle Ball Combine, Chance Justice and Lucas Jungman look to be fringe round 1 prospects, where Dominic DeMiro looks to be a generational player expected to go number 1 overall. Over 20 players were evaluated at the 2021 Combine, participating in 3 primary events: the 40-yard dash, the bench press, and the prospect game. Prospect Drew Williams recorded the fastest time of the day with a time of 5 flat. Give him a break, this is wiffle ball, not the NFL. Here's a look at the full standings for the 40-yard dash. Next, prospects went to the bench press to showcase their strength. Prospect JB Rogers was 3rd with 8 reps of 225. Here's a look at the final standings for the bench press. Brian Hewlett led the pack with 14 reps, an AWA Combine record. Lastly, the prospects participated in the 2021 prospect game, where the swingers took on the dingers. Here's a look at some of the top individual performances from the game. Final, the Dingers beat the Swingers in 4 innings. Winning pitcher is Colin McCanney, losing pitcher Chase Winkler. And now on to the draft. Looking at the order for the first round, let's send it to the commissioner of the AWA, Jack Blayhouse. Welcome. On behalf of the American Wiffle Association, we welcome you to the 2021 Player Draft. This is an important night for players, coaches, scouts, families, and our entire game. After an unprecedented inaugural season in 2020, it's time to turn the page and begin a new chapter in the story of wiffle ball greatness. With that, we now turn the 2021 draft over to the Central Cyclones, who have the first selection. Thank you and enjoy the 2021 draft. With the first selection of the 2021 AWA Wiffle Draft, the Central Cyclones select Dominic DeMiro, a pitcher and shortstop from the University of Hawaii. The Pacific Pilots have the next selection. No surprise here, ladies and gentlemen, Dominic DeMiro is the consensus #1 overall pick and will be an MVP candidate in the 2021 season. A former pitcher at the University of Hawaii, Dominic DeMiro decided to take his talents to the AWA instead of signing with the MLB. Pairing Dominic DeMiro and Evan Clugston as the 1-2 punch for the Cyclones immediately makes them the favorites to win it all in the 2021 season. Just 3 games with the Eastern Enforcers, Dominic DeMiro recorded the highest WAR adjusted for games played of 27. Second was Jack Blaus, the MVP of the league with 25.
With the second selection of the 2021 AWA Draft, the Pacific Pilots select Josh Campanaro, first baseman from the University of Washington, Bothell. The Eastern Enforcers are now on the clock.
A little bit of a surprise here, folks, as Josh Campanaro is off the board, 2 overall. His brother Mark is the captain of the Pacific Pilots. Josh exhibited great power with a home run and great speed in the prospect games. A little bit of a reach here looking at Tom Blaus' best available, but Mark didn't want to take any chances, thought that Josh Campanaro would be gone by the second round.
With the third selection of the 2021 AWA Wiffle Draft, the Eastern Enforcers select Drew Williams, a shortstop from Washington State University. The Western Wolfpack are now on the clock.
A live look at Drew Williams getting the call from Jake Oliver, and boy, do the Enforcers need him. Enforcers finishing last place at 7-20. Drew Williams recorded the fastest 40-yard time at the Combine, and it will be immediate plug at the front of the Enforcers order. Looking at the Enforcers lineup of Jake Oliver, Brock Blaus, and now Drew Williams, that power trio could really turn it around for the Enforcers in the 2021 season.
With the 4th pick in the AWA Draft, the Western Wolfpack select Brian Hewlett, first baseman, Western Washington University. The Southern Stingers are now on the clock.
The Wolfpack got their guy. The biggest power threat in the 2021 class, Brian Hewlett got the record at the bench press with 14 reps of 225. The Wolfpack already led the league by 30 home runs for the most home runs in the league, and they're adding another power bat. Question is, will they be able to turn around the pitching in the future? Regardless, adding Brian to the Wolfpack lineup will add even more home runs in 2021.
With the 5th selection of the 2021 AWA Wiffle Draft, the Southern Stingers select Colin McCanney, a pitcher from the University of Washington. The Nighthawks are now on the clock.
Colin McCanney, as some regard as the best pitching prospect in the 2021 class, has landed with the Stingers and teams up with Peter McNeil. After losing Tyler Pichette with a shoulder injury in the 2021 season, the Stingers needed a valuable second option to pitch and hit. With time, Colin McCanny could develop into a strong pitcher for the Stingers, and the 1-2 punch of Peter McNeil, Colin McCanny could be unstoppable. With the 6th selection in the final of the first round of the 2021 AWA Wiffle Draft, the Northern Nighthawks select Chance Justice, a second baseman from Edmonds Woodway High School. Wow, what a steal for the Northern Nighthawks as Chance Justice falls all the way down to the 6th overall pick in the 2021 draft. Chance Justice, a standout player from Edmonds Woodway High School, a late entry and eligibility concerns caused him to slip in the draft. The Nighthawks lost World Series MVP Major Ali and need a player to plug in front of their order. Chance Justice could just be that person. And now looking at the comp round selections, Jeremy Langstead and Lucas Jungmann slipped in the draft and are expected to be elite prospects for the Cyclones and Pilots respectively. Now looking at the second round draft picks, J.B. Rogers, Carson Schoenberg, Gunnar Whitelaw, and Jordan Rice all look to be elite adds for their teams respectively. Nighthawks and Wolfpack are over their personnel limit and forfeit their second round selections. And that concludes our coverage of the 2021 Player Draft. Thanks for watching, and remember, as always, dingers are nothing. Good night.